live? Oh, we're live. All right, what's going on, everyone? So I wanted to get us started with some essential cooking tips to keep in mind while we're locked in at home. Hope you all are well out there. We're just going over just some of the basics while cooking. So got some roommates, so we may have some visitors in and out of the kitchen while we're knocking this out, but I know I'm probably not the only one who shares the kitchen space, so this will be perfect for everyone to relate to. If you have any questions during this time, let me know, and I will make sure to revisit and answer those questions for you. All right, cool. So what we have on the menu today is we've got some basics that I talk to a lot of people about in the sense of things that might be stuck. You know, you have a lot of in your house, you're not sure what to do with it, you want to get rid of it. So I'm going to go over some really, really easy basics for you to utilize some of those ingredients, all right? So before we even dive in, I'm going to kind of give you a quick view of what I got. So I've got what's called my mise en place all set up. So I got my pans ready, low heat here. I've got my chicken, we're doing kale, lemon juice, carrots, and this is something that I prepped out yesterday I wanted to show you all. So my knives ready, my peeler. As you can see, I kind of got busy a little bit here earlier just to help set up. But changing the angle here, first things first, what we're going to knock out is washing your hands, right? So we want to make sure that everything, especially now more than ever, right? We want to make sure we've got nice, clean paws that we're cooking with. Now the most important thing I think with all of this is just have fun, be okay with making mistakes, and just make sure that you are, just trying new things and experimenting and play with low heat. Keep your heat low. That allows you to have a lot more room for error, basically. Okay? So, all right, so I want to go over some of the ingredients here. So now we've got the kale, we've got our carrots, again, lemon juice, just to kind of show you how some of this stuff can turn out when you do it properly and get some practice in. This is some bok choy that I did yesterday. Literally just took the whole head, sliced it depending on the size, 3 to 4 slices, about yay thick, maybe half an inch, quarter an inch thick, and just sear them almost like a piece of fish or a steak. Salt, pepper, boom, that's it. You can add things like liquid aminos, something like a gluten-free soy-free option. But yeah. So just a really good option of like what you can do with some foods that you may not even be familiar with. So yeah. All right. So now we've got, what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna knock all this out. And the first thing I wanna mention is the importance of making sure that you are familiar with what is going to be, or what is going to take the longest. I keep checking the camera because I wanna make sure I'm answering any questions that we may have. You always want to start out with what's going to take the longest. So the item that's going to take the longest over here are these chicken breasts that I seasoned with salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, minced garlic. That last night, that's literally it. Went to Safeway. These are grass-fed, organic chicken breasts. Pulled them, rinsed them, seasoned them, threw them in a container, let them sit overnight. So now they're ready, and they've actually been resting for about 30 minutes now. And when I say resting, not resting, but temping. Temping meaning they're not as cold as they were 30 minutes ago because I pulled them out of the refrigerator. You pull these out, pull your meats out, even vegetables too. If you've pre-seasoned your vegetables, like bok choy, you can pull them out and actually just let them kind of sit for a little bit. And what that does to the cellular wall of the item is it breaks down, kind of relaxes. It's not as cold, not as tight, and allows you to invite more flavor into that item, which is pretty cool. So I always highly recommend temping your meats for sure before you throw them in the pan. So since we've got this ready to go, this is going to go on first. So I'm going to relocate you over here. Make sure we're good here. Make sure everyone can see everything. Sweet. So first thing that's going on is my chicken. I've got a nice pair of tongs too, ready to go. I'm going to go breast side down. And again, my My pan is already warm. It's on medium right now. Get that nice low sear. Put them both on. I had some questions recently about, you know, how to cook chicken and prevent it from, you know, drying out. I had some issues with dry chicken. Low and slow is the answer, especially when you have a thick breast piece. You want to keep your heat on, again, medium. I'm not going to go any higher than medium. It's going to take a while, but again, that's part of the reason why we put that on first. You always put the item that's going to take the longest. You start that item first, whether it's in the oven, whether it's you know, a little stovetop, no matter what. Now, technically, our kale is going to take the longest, but I wanted to show you how I start the chicken, and then we're going to do another video a little bit later today once everything's done. All right, cool. So that's done. Now, next up, we're going to go ahead and move over to the kale. Move the camera again. Probably stay over here for a little bit, see how this works out. So now for the kale, I'm actually going to combine this with the carrots. So I've got my oven set on 255. And all I'm going to do, I went ahead and sharpened my knife already. I took my steel and I realigned the fibers. You always want a nice sharp knife to work with when you are cutting anything, cutting vegetables. What I highly recommend is you're holding your knife here, right? You've got that back blade kind of right here in the middle, like just above the knuckle of your pointer finger. Thumb is right here as well, so you can steer, you can drive instead of holding your knife like this. You don't have as much control. You got more control if you're holding it here. Okay. So what I did is I went ahead and I peeled my carrots. I saved one for you all just to kind of show you, in case you're familiar with or unfamiliar with how to peel a carrot. Got your peeler, got your sink here. Got it open hand, kind of palm up, fist closed, just below the knuckles, and we're just pulling down. That's literally it. Boom, boom, boom. Once we've done each side, we're going to flip it around, do the same thing. Cool. So now we're ready to rock. So what's going to happen is we're going to chop this up, add this in with the kale, and we're going to all right. Let me see here. Smell the chicken already.